we did our official playtest, but Mark wanted to play and he didn't get to play, so he asked me to bring it tonight. Give it a try. All right, so we're 3 people playing. That means we need 2 exploding kittens. Because the point of the game is, it's kind of like Russian roulette. And we each take a turn drawing a card, and you try not to explode. I will explain the other cards, and you may wish to add some drama to any of the other cards, because they're pretty bloody funny.
Okay.
All right. So we each start with a diffuse card, which is what you use if you explode. There are different ways to diffuse. So the first time we explode, none of us is going to die, because we each have a diffuse card.
Okay, but do you diffuse after you explode, or do you prevent the explosion?
If you get an explosion, you have a method to diffuse the cat. You have a method to foil the cat. And the way that you foil the cat, like read the card that you've got, it's very good.
It's pretty great.
I have kitten therapy. Do you have the laser pointer?
No, I have belly rubs.
So belly rubs for the cat, and they don't explode.
I just rub its belly, and then it's happy, and then it doesn't blow up.
That's right. All right. Do you have the laser pointer? No. That's one of my favorites.
I have.
So you may also get action cards, which are, for example, attack. And if you throw an attack card, you don't have to draw a card for this turn.
Okay.
And the good thing about that is you don't explode. But the person next to you has to draw 2 cards.
Okay. And the more cards you draw, the more likely you are to explode.
Yep.
Because hidden in that deck are 2 exploding kitties.
Are 2 exploding kitties, yeah. Well, the rules say 1 less exploding kitty than players, because someone has to be left standing at the end. Other things you might get are see the future. So you look at the top 3 cards in the deck, so you know what's going to happen.
So these cards are very self-explanatory, yes.
They're pretty self-explanatory. There's action cards, they tell you what you can do. There's non-action cards, and if they don't have an action, then you collect them. So 2 of a kind, you get to do something. 3 of a kind, you get to do something. And I'm going to
Where are the rules for that?
The rules for that, I'm going to grab them because it's easier to read those ones and just consult them as you go.
So the goal of this game is to be the last person who's not exploded?
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
Okay.
There's also things like just straight skip a turn. This is my favorite, a nope. So if someone plays an attack, for example, you just put down a card that says nope, I'm not going to do that. But the thing is, they might have a nope also, and then they nope your nope. And then you do have to.
Oh, so you have a double nope.
And you can have a lot of nopes in a row. We've been calling it a nope storm.
Okay.
Okay, so Kyle goes first.
All right. So how exactly do I play?
So you pick up your cards to see what's in your hand. And you can play, including your diffuse.
Oh, thank you.
And then you play as many cards as you want, or as many cards as you can. And then you end your turn by picking up a card.
Okay, and are the cards pretty self-explanatory? So
they're pretty self-explanatory.
So when I put the camera down and read them, I'll be able to figure out what to do?
You will.
All right, sorry viewers.
And you don't have to pick up anything.
So if there's only 2 exploding kittens in the deck, you have 2 diffuse cards, for instance, then you don't have to worry about exploding kittens.
You don't have to worry about them as much. But what happens nearer the end of the game?
Because then people have nope cards and they say you can't diffuse, right?
Nope cards may not be used against an explosion or a diffusion.
What cards can be used against an explosion?
Nothing. If you get an exploding kitten, you may diffuse, and that's the only way you avoid exploding.
So logically speaking, someone has 2 diffuse cards and there are only 2 explosions in the deck.
Yeah, they don't have to worry too much.
Then they can't lose. What can beat that?
So what happens after a while is they will explode a couple of times, but once someone diffuses, the diffuse cards go here, but then the exploding kittens go back under here.
Okay.
So you run out of diffuse cards after a while.
I understand that.
Okay. I'm going to see the future. So I get to look at the top 3 cards in the deck just to see what's there, and then replace them where they were.
This is very like D&D turn-based.
End my turn by drawing a card.
I'm not sure if this is an action or not, but
Full documentation.
beard cat.
No, that's
So-
a neutral card.
Oh,
So beard cat, you need to pick two
And
of them. or
here are the
three of
extra rules
them.
for multiples.
Mostly triggered by not.
exploding kitten. Diffuse. All
That's also.
right, what now?
All right, so the diffusion goes here. So that one's used up, and the exploding kitten goes back on the bottom of the deck.
All right.
So you didn't blow up, but you don't have a diffuse card left anymore. I'm gonna attack you, Kyle.
What happens when I'm attacked?
So you have two. You have to take 2 turns.
You're in a lot of
Okay,
trouble.
I'm going to see the future.
All right, so you're gonna see what your chances
wait.
are of dying.
He can actually see the future when he's being attacked.
It's taking 2 turns. So for each turn, you get to see something, and then you have to draw.
Okay, well, I've exploded,
Okay.
but I've been hoarding a diffuse this whole
Been hoarding a
time.
diffuse, so that goes
All
there,
right.
and this
Must
goes
be
back
at
on the
least
bottom. So
Okay.
you're not dead.
I'm dead and I
You're
have no
dead.
diffuse.
Yep, you're dead. That's
Now,
it.
someone has a combination of cards.
I'm just making sure that, like, because this does seem like kind of dumb that
Yeah, we're in like a bonus
we're all of
game.
a sudden in a whole new game. But I drew one.
Sure, go. I picked up a card. Did you
did?
pick up a card?
I did.
No, you go.
No?
Okay, I'll pick up another card.